Welcome everybody to the series called Glossophobia. And today we'll be talking about glossophobia. We are your hosts. My name is Lai, and I am with.
Ethan.
So, glossophobia is the fear of speaking in public. But yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's the anxiety or fear of speaking in public. Glossophobia is from a Greek word meaning tongue, and phobos, which means fear or dread.
We called the podcast Glossophobia because, as the word glossophobia means a fear of talking, this podcast, which you talk in a podcast, we'll be talking about phobias and just people telling us about their phobias.
Yeah, we will be interviewing quite a bit of people at some point whenever people want to be interviewed. So, glossophobia, which most people call fear of public speaking or public speaking anxiety, that is one of the anxieties that a lot of people have. It's a really common phobia for people. I mean, especially for me. I have to do like so many projects where I just talk to people after making them, and it's just, I don't want to. I'm there my legs are shaking like jello and stuff, but yeah.
Glossophobia is you're talking like when you have to present a project, present a presentation, go talk in front of anybody. Really, it doesn't have to be public at all, just fear of talking in general.
Yeah. Usually it's more common in like groups of people that aren't necessarily your friends, but like acquaintances and stuff, you know? Like, 'cause usually when you're with your friends, you're like, oh yeah, we've known each other long enough where we're not scared of each other or anything, right? But some symptoms of this, there are some physical, verbal, and nonverbal symptoms. Shaking, sweating, quote unquote, butterflies in the stomach, and rapid heartbeats are all symptoms of glossophobia. And then some verbal symptoms are like a tense or quivering voice, you know, because you're like worried and stuff. Some nonverbal symptoms, though, could be like forgetting what you're talking about in the middle of talking about it.
Some symptoms and stuff on this are low self esteem, issues being assertive and clear in communication, being overly sensitive to criticism, lacking social skills, social isolation and poor relationships, poor achievement at work and school, addiction and substance use.
So, some ways you can get rid of this or get some like relief from it and stuff is like maybe start talking in front of people more often, you know, help get acquainted with
Yeah.
talking in front of people so you're less worried and stuff. I've heard a lot of people say imagine people in their underwear. I've never understood that, or technically imagine people in their undergarments. I've never understood how that helps, but people do say that and it might work. So, yeah. Maybe try to imagine that it's like just your friends there or something, you know, or people that you're fine with talking about stuff around, you know? But yeah.
In this podcast, we will talk about phobias from fear of confined spaces, claustrophobia, to equinophobia, which is fear of horses, all the way to fear feet.
And we'll even talk about hydrophobia possibly next week, which is a symptom of rabies. Well, I mean, we were your hosts, Lai and Ethan. Okay, remember to like and subscribe. Well, morely just subscribe because liking really doesn't do anything when you're not getting paid. And good evening, everyone.